morning. How are you, my dears? All right, so welcome to Fairy Reads Your Tarot, live streamed normally at 11 a.m. weekdays, Central Standard Time. So I hope everyone's doing good this morning. I woke up with a little bit of a chest pain. I feel like this stuff is really settling into my chest. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a quick allergy fix real quick. I'll show you guys how to make it. So a little bit of fairy food for you this morning. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna mix about a teaspoon of bee pollen and about a teaspoon of honey. So how many of you have allergies? If you have allergies, guess what? This can cure you. Sure can. Bee pollen and honey. This is another reason why we need to save the bees. So, about a teaspoon of honey in there. And then you just mix it up real good. I might need a little more honey. I think this bee pollen is down to the very last of the flowers. So, this is fairy medicine, folks. Can you hear me good? I don't know if my music's too loud, or this music's too loud, rather. We're listening to pillow music again today. So, if you take the bee pollen straight, it is a little bit, to me it tastes like eating flour, like baking flour. But if you mix it with honey, it's really good. So, now, I'll cure your allergies. All right, my dears. Sticky. All right, let me get you all on the list real quick. The kids are out of school again today. The ice storm adventure continues. So, and it's not even icy on our roads. Our tree, however, looks like a popsicle. So, yeah, hoping that'll work itself out. It's not too bad, though. I haven't seen any branches break, so we're good on that. All right, back to the top of the chat. Okay, so good morning, Becky Vlogs. And good morning, WR. Good morning, Two Star Dog. Good morning, Raven Wolf Channel. More tea. Okay. Good morning, Bartnian. Good morning, Deb Sunshine. Good morning, Miranda Moonchild. Love her name. Great name. Good morning, Melvin Jackson. Good morning, Alexis German. How are you today? Back until the internet messes up. Yes, I know. It is a struggle for some of us. Struggle for all of us. Good morning, the Anna Nicole channel. Good morning, My Skies 5D. Great video the other night, My Skies 5D. That was awesome. I really loved those beautiful rainbows and halos going on. That was gorgeous. Wonderful captures. All right, let's see. Who did I miss? Okay. That's awesome, Becky. Congratulations. That's wonderful. Okay, so here's what I have on the list, and if I missed you and I didn't say good morning, please let me know in the chat. You're very welcome. So I have Becky Vlogs, Debbie R, Two Star Dog, Ravenwolf Channel, Bartman, Deb Sunshine, Miranda Moonchild, Malvin Jackson, Alexis German, Deanna Nicole Channel, and My Skies 5D. That's what I have on the list. So if you didn't hear your name and I didn't say good morning to you, please let me know in the chat. We do have 11 people in here. I do see 5 likes, so that's a good start. We have the Hierophant card, which is the light bearer, and the, yes, awesome. Okay, we moved on to the 6, which is the Lovers. That's my card, and now 7 for the Chariot. Wonderful. 8, the Judgment, or sorry, rather the Justice card. That's my husband's card. Yes, fantastic. And let me get Rebecca Galactianov. Good morning to you. Rebecca Galactianov. Okay. Pheasants. Yes, we're at 9 now, which is the Hermit. So that's all about the introspection. Fantastic. Okay, so let me do this intro again. Okay, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fairy Reads Your Tarot, which is normally live streamed at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on weekdays. I almost said Eastern. I'm not in Eastern. I'm in Central. So, yes, today I was 15 minutes late. I also want to tell you that I'm very, very appreciative of each and every one of your time and your very unique energy. You're wonderful, and I love that you come and spend the day with me, or the morning with me, or whatever it turns out to be. So that's awesome, and I appreciate you for that. And I also want to throw a disclaimer at you, especially since I gave you one of my allergy remedies. So here's my disclaimer. All advice and suggestions that are given in this video and any fairy frequency video are to be considered only as advice and suggestions from a friend. As always, remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm a housewife, I'm a mother, and I am a server at a local bar and grill. But I will tell you some of my remedies that I use, and you can try them out too and see what you think. Today we are listening to Pillow Music, which is one of our curated playlists. It is open to the public, and you're more than welcome to check it out. So this is the first track on Pillow Music, and it is a 528 hertz. It says that it is DNA repair. Actually listening to this for about a week when I first started binaural beats, and a week after I had been listening to this every night, I woke up one morning and could see flower auras again. I think I could see them when I was a kid, but it kind of went away. You know, as we grow older, we develop all these blocks and we put up all these walls and we block chakras ourselves, as well as expose ourselves to toxins that block those chakras too. So anyway, some of the frequency therapy is designed to unblock those chakras. So you'll find some of those on the list too, that open your third eye. I also intend on enclosing another one soon that will show you how to shut it back down in case you have opened it and you need to shut it back down. But it's a lot of it has to do with visualization, and I will put instructions on there for you guys. So that's awesome. Okay, so today there's a couple things I want to talk about first, just to get started. Okay, so more on those connections. I want to talk about connections again, especially with the YouTube stuff going on. A lot of us have noticed, as we've been floating about YouTube, that some of our favorite channels have now been demonetized. Yes, a little bit, yes. And I do see things sometimes. I know where lost objects are, and I see shadows that's never gone away. Always have seen the shadows, and always have seen them move the way they shouldn't move. So I know I can see other levels sometimes better than others. But anyways, enough about me, and back to the connections. So the connections on YouTube, as many of you have noticed, that some of those connections are faltering. Some people have been demonetized. Some of us are getting our bells turned off here and there. Our likes don't stick. I'm up to 10 likes right now, but you know, those disappear real quick, and you'll punch them and then they go away. One thing I found out was that if you watch a full minute of a video, aw, thank you. If you watch a full minute of a video, you're more likely to get your likes stuck. So, and that's important too. We're a community here, and we want to see what each other's doing, don't we? So watch each other's videos all the way through. That's important too. And My Skies even suggested that, worst case scenario, are you stuck back there, silly cat? Worst case scenario, you can always go up to that little 3-button deal, and you can play it fast. You can put it on fast forward and watch it fast. So hike up your speed to 2 times, which can be funny sometimes. I watch some of you in high speed, and it's very funny. And I've watched myself in high speed, and that is hilarious. So yeah, I encourage you. It still counts, so do what you got to do. But watch those videos all the way through. It helps with watch time, of course, and everybody needs their watch time to get that monetization back. Hey, okay, you're out of control. You're supposed to be space holding. You're not supposed to be in the plant. Sorry about that. He is in a mood this morning, shaking his tail and everything. Yes, a lot of you won't get the notice either, so you just have to stay tuned. That's the only thing I can tell you. And in fact, that's one of the things we always say in our videos is stay tuned and connected. And there's a reason for that. YouTube controls the trending markets. They have a hold of it. They are gate holders on it. So nothing gets in trending unless they want it to. So I may never end up in the trending section, and that's okay with me because I'm happy sitting here with you guys. And I do know that eventually it's possible that it could go crazy. In fact, I was on another channel the other night, you guys. So I do follow a couple other tarot channels, and I went on this channel, and I'm not going to say the name of the channel because it was disappointing, honestly. But I went on there, and first of all, I noticed that there was 700 people watching. But getting involved in these live chats, sometimes you'll feel very alone. And I felt very alone in that room. No one said hi to me when I came in. No one seemed to care. And the way things were read and done over there was just mind-bogglingly, really just, wow. I couldn't believe that it was going on like that. And I also couldn't believe that people were sitting still for it. But it is what it is. And some people enjoy that kind of treatment. But here we go. Anyway. Okay, so want to hear more about me and my connections. I will tell you a little story about fishing. Hi, Nyx. Hello. Look, Nyx, I have your necklace. Nyx has come into the channel, and I want y'all to know that Nyx is the maker, designer of this beautiful little selenite necklace that Manic gave me. So please give a warm welcome to Miss Nyx. Yes, it does, and I love it. And it matches my wand, Nyx. It's so awesome. And it's great. It keeps clarity, so I love it. And you're just in time for my story. So, Nyx, welcome. And let me get you on the list, darling. And Nyx, please come back and leave me a comment so that I can follow your page too. I want to make sure that we're on the same page with you. So Nyx is lovely. She has a wonderful Etsy shop. Let's see. Let me find her card. Right here. So she makes these fabulous jewelry. She makes all kinds of fabulous jewelry and wands. Beautiful. Good morning, Tiger Lily. Let me get you on the list. So we are welcoming Nyx. Just came in, and I want to let you know that she was the maker of this beautiful necklace. So if you want to get a hold of her, you can find her on, she has an Etsy shop. It's etsy.com/shop/unforgivingnyx. And she is also on Instagram, and that is unforgiving_nyx, NYX. So, yes, she's fabulous. Encourage you guys to check her out. She has all kinds of beautiful crystal wands. She can custom make things too. So, yeah, Nyx is amazing. Don't forget to get Nyx. Yes, Instagram. You're not on YouTube? You are on YouTube though, Nyx. There you are right there. I would love to see Nyx do some videos of her jewelry. I think that would be awesome. I really do. Oh, see there, Rebecca. Yes, get with Nyx. She can custom make you something beautiful. Alright, let me make sure that I got everybody. After Nyx came in, I kind of got distracted because I was so glad to see her. So, and then I got Tiger Lily. Yes, I got Tiger Lily. And did I get Melvin already? Yes, I did. Okay, got you all, I think. You're very welcome, Nyx. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm missing Manic today, too. I think she had to work today, I'm pretty sure. And I forgot to share this, too. Actually, you know what? Let's take a moment and share, you guys. Real quick. Night Sounds video last night. Tip of the day. Check it out. Night Sounds? Is that something you uploaded, 2-Star? I'm going to share. I'll be right back. Alrighty. By Fairy Frequency. Was it the last frequency therapy video, 2-Star, that you're talking about? That frequency therapy is amazing. How many of you listened to that last night? Yes, right. And you'll feel a difference almost immediately in your head, in your body. It is like it is a cellular tuning. So it is incredible. How did you feel, you guys? Talk about it, 2-Star, Tiger Lily. It might take a while to describe it, huh? Felt it in your upper abdomen? Good, good. Good morning, Old Crow. How are you? Crazy trippy like a vacation. That's awesome. Old Crow is here. Good to see you, my dear friend. Yes, that's awesome. Well, I'm really glad that you guys started listening to it. It is amazing. I did have one person tell me that it felt like it was hurting his heart. And so... yes, it did work out. And see, that's the thing. At first, it kind of feels odd because it is cleaning your system out. And as it starts dragging those toxins out, it can be a little confusing. And I want to make sure that you guys know that in the description to the playlist, I also included a really fantastic detox bath for you to take. Yes, so make sure that you incorporate that when you're done with your sessions because it'll finish drawing out the rest of the toxins. And then you can get your superpowers back. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, because you all have superpowers. You all do. You all are great thinkers, and you all have great imaginations, and you all can use these superpowers. It's just a matter of time and sorting out the chakras. So, okay, so back to my connection story. So when I was a kid, I fished, and I still do. I love to fish. Fishing is fun, and it's very relaxing and meditative. The only bad thing about fishing is killing the fish, which we tend to throw our fish back because we like them. And I always feel sorry for them. And I caught a 6-pound bass when I was 6 years old, and we took it back to the lake and let it go because I was in tears thinking if my mom was going to cook it. But she decided to make fried fish instead, and we let that bass go. So now he's probably somebody's great-great-grandpa fish. Anyway, okay, so back to my fishing story. So when I was really young, and I was probably about 6 when that happened too, I was really bad about getting snags all the time. And Dad wouldn't always let me have tackle. I got a little bit of tackle at the beginning, and if I lost it, well, I was on my own. And he said, well, you'll have to go around the banks, and you'll have to look around and get your own tackle and gather it up and start all over if you're going to get snags over and over again. So, okay, sure. And I had done that, and I'd strung up my string, and I was looking for bait, and I managed to find this itty-bitty little tiny grasshopper. And he was so tiny, just little bitty, probably just like my fingernail size. And so I caught this little grasshopper, and I'm holding him in my hand, and I'm just looking at him. And as I'm looking at him, I could see his little antennas going round and round and round, round and round and round. And I thought to myself, wow, it's almost like he's communicating. And I thought, I wonder if he is communicating. Could he be calling other grasshoppers or bees or ants? And suddenly, while I was thinking of this and holding him and just looking at him so intently, and I was thinking about putting a hook in his chest too and watching his little antennas go round, along come a bumblebee and it stung me. And of course I dropped that grasshopper. And though the sting from the bumblebee hurt, I couldn't help but think that grasshopper told on me. That grasshopper told that bee that he was in distress and he needed help. And along came the bumblebee and he stung him. So, yes, that is a great connection. Insects have great connection, and we can learn a lot from insects. We talked about, the other day I talked to one of our subscribers about how his daughter just wanted to lay on her back and look up at the sky and watch the clouds go by. But truly, to get the best connection with it all, we need to be able to flip over and look deep into the grass and watch the little insects that dwell within the grass and become closer to nature in that way. The nature is finite, you guys, absolutely finite, and that is why we are mostly a nature channel. So yes, and of course, if you're new, don't forget that we always welcome you and we encourage you to explore our original playlists. Yes, yeah, it was an incredible experience. And there's another one too, one more that I gotta share, and this one is from when I was an adult, and shortly after I was able to see the flower auras again. And I was standing outside and I'm leaning against my minivan, and I grow sunflowers out there in the summertime. They grow taller than the house. They're huge. Josie, hi Josie, how are you? Let me put you on the list, darling. So these sunflowers grow so big, they go all the way over the top of the roof, and I believe one of my tallest recorded was 17 feet tall. 17 feet tall, and my biggest sunflower actually was a 13-inch head on her. She was huge. Her head was bigger than mine. She was amazing. And one year, as I was standing out there and leaning against the van, I was watching one of the really, really tall sunflowers that was close to the door, and it was kind of waving back and forth. And this little tiny sunflower beetle was carrying on around it, pollinating, and it was so neat. And I'm watching it pollinate, and I was thinking about it, and I will stand and stare at bugs and flowers for hours if you let me. And people probably think I'm strange, but I am really, really in tune with it, and I want to know what's going on. And I look deeper into nature for inspiration every day. So I'm watching this little sunflower beetle, and he's just moving about the sunflower, going about pollinating. And then along come, yes, you do have some of those seeds. I sent you some that came from that mother head in 2007, I believe. So then, as I'm watching this little beetle pollinate that sunflower, along comes this big fat bumblebee. And he lands on the sunflower, and then he goes over to the little beetle, and he starts to boss the beetle. He says to the beetle, "You need to move." And I didn't hear him say it, but I watched him communicate it to this beetle, and the beetle moved. And I thought, wow, this is very much a bossy bee. So I watched a little closer. And the bee went about pollinating, and the sunflower beetle went about doing its thing. And then the bee decided it wanted to go where the sunflower beetle went, and so it went over there and it bossed that beetle, and the beetle moved again. Yes. And so then, thank you, Deb. And then the bumblebee started to pollinate in that spot. Hello, Redneck Beauty. Welcome. And welcome, Jan Sarlo. Good to see you here. Let me write you down. Redneck Beauty and Jan Sarlo. Okay, so we're in the middle of a communication of bees and beetles at the moment. So the sunflower beetle moved again, and the bumblebee continued to pollinate where the sunflower beetle was. And so this went on for maybe 30 seconds, and then along came a honeybee. A honeybee came along, and he landed on the sunflower, and the bumblebee walked over there and said, "You need to leave." And so the honeybee reluctantly gave up his spot and went to a whole different sunflower to give that bee space. And so then, and I'm watching this and I'm just amazed like, wow, this bossy bumblebee really has control over this sunflower, and it's his sunflower, and he can make anybody do anything he wants. He's the king of the sunflower. And then, to my amazement, along came a hummingbird. And do you know, this hummingbird tried to fly up to the sunflower, and the bumblebee walked over to the hummingbird, and he said, buzz, buzz, and the hummingbird said, and took off. And my mind was blown, because at first I thought, wow, I didn't realize that hummingbirds enjoyed sunflowers. And then I thought, my gosh, I have just watched a conversation between beetles, bees, and birds, and was absolutely fascinated that I spoke their language. And I totally understood what happened. I really do. And it is like that, and that is the great connection right there. Yes, bugs are amazing. Those little antennas are for a reason, you guys. Why do they have antennas? What do antennas do? Antennas communicate. They communicate frequencies. Yes. So the bugs, the ants, they all knew. They already knew. Yes, exactly, you guys. We are all connected. So watch out for those little ants and those bees. Don't step on them, you guys. Bumblebees are amazing creatures. They are pollinating the world. They are pollinating things that you and I don't even know exist. Yes, they really are. Honeybees do a lot for us. They really do. But bumblebees are out there doing the hard work. They're pollinating thistle plants. They're pollinating rare herbs that are growing in our woodlands and our forests. They are taking care of so many things on so many levels, and obviously are quite the bosses of sunflowers. So that'll be the end of my connection stories for the day. And good morning, angels here to observe the end. So yes, and since you're coming in late, I will have to recommend that you go back and watch the beginning so you can hear my ramblings about birds and bees. And it's not what you think, is it? You're welcome so much. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I think sometimes it's just a silly little story, but it means a lot to me. So, okay, so 16 likes, fantastic. That's the tower, so boom, awesome. Oh, did Milky Way Weekly come in and I didn't even see him? Hello, Milky Way Weekly, how are you? Aw, I appreciate you guys too. You all are beautiful spirits too. If you found your way to our channel, you are awesome, and that's all I gotta say. 5 million bison goes strong. Yes, they all matter. They sure do. They really do. And this is real, you guys. It's a real thing. To be able to connect with them is to be able to realize how important it is not to throw your trash on the ground and not to pollute the world and to pick up other people's trash if you see it too. We have to do everything we can to help. Mother Nature can fix herself, but we need to help her. Sometimes it's gone too far. So today, we're going to do something totally different. I am going to give you guys all a world reading. So this, and as I was watching this channel the other day, I noticed that this other tarot reader did this, and she said that it doesn't always resonate with all of you all at once, but it may resonate with you in a few days or a week. So we're going to do an 11 card constellation. Some of you have seen the readings that I've done, and then after we're done with this, I'll have you all on the list, and we'll do a simple daily card reading. So wide world of trains, good morning. Good to see you here, friend. Yes, indeed. Ooh, you guys got it up to the 17 card, or the 17 is the star card, and I love it. Awesome. So, yeah. And you know, you guys always amaze me, because sometimes there's the star card for the 17. Sometimes I feel like I can't talk, or that I stumble and mumble and bumble and even maybe tumble around my readings. But you guys stick around anyways, and I think it's amazing that you're here for me like this. I do my best, but I think sometimes maybe it's the empathic part of me, but I have a hard time speaking sometimes, and I've noticed that even in daily life because I'm a server. So I'll walk up to a table and then blah, I can't even speak. It happens a lot around certain people more than others. So, alright, I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to do a shuffle. You guys are going to be the world. So this is the world card, and that will represent you. I don't usually shuffle my cards like this either, but I'm going to try it. Trying something new today. Aw, thank you, Nyx. I do a lot of charging with the selenite, actually. Nyx, have you ever done this? Try this sometime. Just hold the selenite and the wand in your hand and put one finger right there. Bring it to the light, and especially when there's sunbeams, I get so much of a charge. I can feel it in my arm. My whole arm will literally buzz when the sun is hitting it. But you can see it glowing up right now, and I'm actually getting a slight charge from it even though there is no sun out. We're very overcast today, but I'm still picking up some of that charge. So, and then let's retransfer it into the cards. Yes. Oh, it's so gorgeous. I love this wand. Very beautiful. The kids actually picked it out, and I think we paid seemed like we paid like $7 or $8 for it. It's not perfect or anything, but it's perfect anyway. So, okay. Good to have you. Yes. It is pretty. I love it. And yeah, if you guys are just coming in, also, I have this amazing selenite necklace that Nyx made for me. She sent it to Manic, and Manic sent it to me. So she makes custom jewelry, and if you haven't checked out Nyx yet, you can find her on Instagram. See, I'm losing my words again. You can find her on Instagram, and hi, new channel. What happened? You met my sister last week. My sister with 4 kids. I have a sister that has 3 kids. Yes, okay, so Nyx, sorry, new channel. Oh, really? Okay, maybe she's like my, sort of double. Right, got you. Okay, so if you guys are looking for Nyx, you can find her at unforgiving_Nyx on Instagram, and Nyx is spelled Nyx. And she also has an Etsy store, which is etsy.com/shop/unforgivingnyx, and Nyx again is spelled with a Y, Nyx. Try to get that to focus for a second. And here's some of her custom jewelry. So yes, definitely check out Nyx. Get yourself a beautiful crystal, or have her custom make you one. She's awesome. Nyx, say hi again, just so that the new people that came in can see you. New channel on here. Is she still here? Oh. There she is. Okay, so that's Nyx. She said she doesn't have videos yet, but you can get with her definitely and talk to her about some jewelry. Again, you're very welcome, Nyx, and thank you so much, darling. Very much appreciate it. Awesome. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're going to do just a world reading. That's what we're out for today. So I've got the world card out to represent all of you, and we are going to do an 11-card spread, and then we will see what we get. So this is going to be all of our readings today. And actually, I haven't done the math of the day yet either. So it's 2/22 of 2018 2 plus 22 would be 4. 24 plus 2018 will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4, 20, 42. So that's going to be 8. So it is the Justice card is our card of the day. And I'll get that out of the other deck in just a second. Alright. And I apologize, you guys. My connection does seem like it's getting a little bit bad. Hold on, though. It'll sort itself out. Okay. Let me find this 8 for us real quick. Not in that pile. Here we go. So it's the Justice card for the day. And the Justice card says we are taking time to review the details carefully. We will win in the end, and we will make fair and objective decisions. So we'll leave that right there with the World card, because that was a card of the day. Wow, that is amazing, Tiger Lily. 3 shooting stars. 3 of Pentacles would mean work. You know that? I think Kim's webs. I think Kim webs are genetically modified mycelia that they're spraying to block the UV radiation. Yeah. My Sky, have you checked out the frequency therapy playlist yet? Do you like it? It's really good for detoxing from some of these heavy metals. So, alright you guys, the world will represent us. Let me bring this down a little bit so you can see it a little better. Maybe if I move this up. Alright. Yeah, it is rough. You know why? Because it's working. At first it seems a little bit weird, but it sorts itself out. Okay. How about that? Okay, so that's going to stay there. Alright, and there's the World card, and that's going to represent us. Okay, so then we have a card that surrounds us. And I hate these to be upside down. I dislike those to be upside down. And then we have a card that blocks us. We have a card of our foundation. We have a card of our past. A card of our crowning position. A card of our future, or what is to come. And then we have the road to the question. So here is, wow, there's the way we present ourselves, the way other people are seeing us, our hopes and fears, and the ultimate outcome to the question. This is explosive, you guys. First of all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifts in this reading. So our 5 gifts are the World for culmination, the Fool for trust, the Devil for trickery, the Chariot for determination, and the Tower for revolutionary new ideas. Next of all, we have the 2 Pentacles cards, which represent the physical. So we have 2 on the physical level. And then on the mental level, we only have 1 3 of Swords, and it's in our past. And then we have the 2 emotional cards here, the Hearts, and only 1 spiritual card that I see, which we're actually standing on. So let's talk more about what this reading says to all of us. So to begin with, we are represented here by the World. So the World is telling us, in representation of us, about culmination. So let's take that out and we'll get a little closer look on the World. So there's the World. And it talks about our culmination. It says, We need to attain a degree of understanding that enables us to graduate to a higher level and enjoy real success. This rare time of culmination must be identified and honored. As the old cycle ends, inappropriate habits must be left behind. So that is representing us. Now the Fool card is surrounding us. So the Fool card, and it means trust, and it says, we are surrounded by forces that require and support trust, innocence, and also adventure. We need to focus on the present moment with childlike wonder and decide what spirituality means. Also, there may be a foolish person in our lives that needs help. So that is what surrounds us. And then the card that is blocking us here is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, in a blocking position, she talks about our fortune, and she says, good fortune or lack of it is blocking our progress. We need to see how the unfortunate live, or we will risk forfeiting our humanity. We need to know that the lack of good fortune sows doubts and weakens resolve. There also may be a wealthy person or a pretender to wealth that is the problem. So that is what's blocking us all. Then we have the Six of Wands in our foundation. So the Six of Wands, it's showing us a victory that we're standing on. It says, crucial to our situation is our ability to use victory to our advantage. It will last longer if we share it with everyone who made it happen. And then we can then help prepare for future challenges. We also need to be certain that we want what we are striving for. Hi, a new America, all new again. How are you, dear? Let me write it down, Rob. A new America. Okay. So we're doing kind of a, just a spread for all of us right now, Rob. And we just got over the card that is in our foundation, which was victory. So we're standing on that. And the card that is in our past is the Three of Swords, which means sorrow. And again, remember, folks, the Swords cards, the Winter cards, these can all be gotten over. They are in our head. So this sorrow card in the past shows past sorrow is affecting the present situation. We need to find out how. If we denied or repressed it, then it may have led us to loss and hostility and disease. If so, we have to patiently promote healing and love and forgiveness. So that is the card of our past. And now the King of Hearts will be our visualization exercise to get us going where we're going. So the King of Hearts, he talks about consideration. And in that position of crowning, it says, and this is going to be our visualization exercise, folks. So I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about this. It would be good for us to be considerate and counsel others wisely while feeling and dealing with strong emotions. We need to visualize ourselves as a protective shepherd to our flock of loved ones, and do not resent others who also have offered help. Yes. Just the usual itchy. Okay, so the Seven of Hearts is in our near future. It's coming quickly. Seven of Hearts, I believe, represents illusion. And so it's coming up for us, and it's saying that we will soon encounter illusion and confusion or distraction. We have to avoid intoxication and other forms of escapism. We need to distinguish creative inspiration from our pipe dreams and postpone decisions until we are sure what is best to do. It is a good time for fantasizing, not decision making. So that is what's in our near future. Now, the way we present ourselves, pull the Devil card, or the Pan, or the Ego card, you guys. So this is the way we're presenting ourselves, and it has to do with trickery. That's the gift of it. And it says, in that position, that we need to present ourselves as someone who knows how to play the game and win. We have to be subtle and careful not to reveal too much. We need to mask mask even that, for if you seem too capable of trickery, you may not be trusted anymore. So we're using the mask, and when I talk about the mask, it's the act. Like, I guess the YouTube act, I guess, maybe is what it's getting at. Since we're all here on YouTube, I assume that that's what it's talking about. Sometimes you have to put on this mask, and you have to just tell people what they want to hear, which I have a really hard time with it, because I'll tell you what I think, and that's just the way I am. But anyway, the chariot is in the position of how other people see us. So other people are seeing all of us as on the move. We're in determination mode, and we're in motion. So here we have the chariot seeing others see us as a determined winner, brave and self-confident. Those uncomfortable with drive and ambition may see us as unemotional, aggressive, controlling, or even fixated on winning at all costs. So you're going to have your naysayers no matter where you go. The Three of Pentacles, which is the work card, and just happens to be how many shooting stars Tiger Lily saw last night, is in the position of our hopes and fears. So this work card tells us, as a hope and fear card, that we hope that we can do work that is satisfying to us, but we fear that we're not going to be able to. And we may fear to try and make this dream come true. And we may also fear being a servant, or fear for a co-worker or a service provider. So, yeah. And then the Tower card, which means, in the end, it all goes boom. And this Tower card could happen up to 6 months. So here we say the outcome. We will encounter revolutionary ideas and instability or breakdown of established structures. There are volatile energies, and these may be released quite suddenly. The old rules are no longer applying, and we will be liberated in some way. So, yeah, and that's cool. So that will be our reading for all of us, the world. And I just saw Sheena Bina came in. Hi, Sheena Bina 84. How are you, dear? Sheena Bina 84. Awesome. Okay, so I hope I didn't miss anybody on this list. Sometimes I get to read and then I can't see. So I'm going to repeat the list one more time, make sure I got you all on here. Oh, no problem, Sheena. So you're actually on the list, and I'm going to do a daily tarot card for you in just a moment here. So let me read the list to make sure I got everyone. So this is what I have. Becky Vlogs, Debbie R, 2-Star Dog, Raven Wolf Channel, Bartman, Dead Sunshine, Miranda Moonchild, Malvin Jackson, Alexis German, the Anna Nicole Channel, My Skies 5D, Rebecca Galactianoff, Nyx, Tiger Lily, Old Crow, Josie, Redneck Beauty, Jan Sarlo, Angels Here to Observe the End, Milky Way Weekly, Wide World of Trains, New Channel, A New America All New Again, and Sheena Bina 84. So if anyone is not on this list and I didn't say good morning to you, and please just let me know in the chat real quick and I'll get you on the list. If you didn't hear your name, please say hello now. Okay. Put these cards back away. And where's the crystal that goes with them? There it is. Okay. So we'll put these back away real quick. And we'll get out the fairy cards. Alrighty. Okay, darlings, here we go. There's no way I can shuffle these like that, I don't think. Maybe. I can. I'll try. Oh my gosh. These cards are so much bigger. No. Okay, so never mind that. What's up with what, All New America? The Justice card, is that what you're talking about? The Justice card was our card of the day, and it says we are taking the time to review the details carefully. We will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Okay, Old Crow, I'm going to pull a daily tarot card for you, though, so you'll have to come back and listen later. What did 84 say? Well, if she can't stay, she can't stay. She's got to be cool. What'd she say? Did she start trouble? Hi, Weaves Gaming. How are you? Well, hello from Missouri, the land of the middle waters. Weevils? Yeah, it happens. Yes, 80 for you. Sheena Bina, what did you say? What freaked everybody out? Weaves Gaming. Let me get you written down, dear. Weaves Gaming. She's not booted yet. I see Sheena Bina still. She said 80 for me. Sheena Bina got booted. Let me see what the deleted message said. Oh. Jen and Sheena have no profile. Sheena, no, we're not saying you're a bot. Did you say something rude, though? It's okay, sweetheart. If you're new, just relax and be cool, and I'll get to you. I'll read your tarot for you. You're in a enlightened community here, dear, so everybody is very, very protective, and everybody is all about positivity. So try to stay positive. And we'll be okay. I still have you on the list. It's okay, Sheena Bina. Just be cool and you'll be alright. Yes. Yeah, it's okay. Some people find us from different channels. You know we're very active. That's wonderful, Sheena. It's okay. If it's your first time on our channel, please consider subscribing. Also, always leave a comment on one of our videos so that we can follow you back to your channel too. We welcome new channels just as much as the ones that have been here already. We love to see new faces, and welcome you to the Spirituality Club. Yeah. So, it'll be okay, Sheena. Yeah, make sure you explore our playlists and our original content. If you're a spiritual kind of person, you'll feel very welcome in this community. There you go. Thank you, Malvin. Appreciate that. Okay. Yes. It's all good. And Redneck Beauty, too. We got quite a few mods in here. Everybody's really, really positive and holds these positivity wrenches firmly. But they're always on the lookout for negativity bolts, and if negativity bolts pop in, well, we just tighten them up, and that'll be fine, right? It's okay. You're all good. So let's get started. Okay. All right, let's go. Becky Vlogs, Debbie R, 2-Star Dog, Raven Wolf Channel, Art Band, Deb Sunshine, Miranda Moonchild, Malvin Jackson, Alexis German. Just pulling your card right now. I'll read it to you in a minute, Alexis. The Anna Nicole channel. Alexis always gets excited. My Skies 5D. Rebecca Galactionoff. Nix. Unforgiving Nix. Tiger Lily Love and Life. Old Crow. Josie. Redneck Beauty. Jan Sarlo. Angels Here to Observe the End. Milky Way Weekly. Wide World of Trains. New channel. Sheena Bina 84. And Weaves Gaming. Okay. Looking back over the chat real quick to make sure that we got everybody. And I didn't miss anyone. Okay. So let's get going. That's exactly it, you guys. My Sky's right on the money with that. Yes, My Sky. Definitely make videos that you want to watch. Good morning, Morning Dew. Let me get you on the list and I'll pull you a card. And I got it. Morning Dew. Okay, yes. And what My Skies 5D just said was exactly right. And I've said it before and I will say it again. You should make videos that you want to watch. If you do not watch your own videos, and you don't enjoy watching your own videos, then you're not on the right track. You need to turn around and make videos that you want to watch. Believe it or not, I actually rewatch Fairy Reads Your Tarot videos all the time too. I like to rewatch them. But I mostly love to watch our nature walks. Those are my favorite. So, yeah. But definitely, yes, make videos that you want to watch yourself. So, interesting. I did find a little bit of pieces of the selenite have broken this morning. Somebody in here might have a little bit of negativity going on. So, anyway, let's get going. The Becky Vlogs would be first, and I pulled for Becky Vlogs. I do too, they're so awesome. The Hermit card. So the Hermit card says to you, Becky, yes, the Hermit said, find or become a mentor. You need to take a break from society and make a commitment to your spiritual growth, Becky. So more on that for you, Becky. The Hermit card says to Becky that you are never alone. Even when it appears that way, you are actually surrounded by God and angels and the fairies, and they want to help you. You can ask them for assistance at any time, and they will illuminate your path to peace and happiness. It is important to always shine your light so that other people can follow in your footsteps. In this way, you will be a beacon of inspiration for them. Emulate the kind of person that you admire so that others may learn from you as well. It may even be time for you to begin teaching or acting as a mentor to those in need of direction. Our Hermit holds a gilded Star of David, and it's symbolic of celestial guidance and the lineage of the biblical King David. Additional meanings of this card are taking a peaceful break from society, pondering the mysteries of life, and searching for enlightenment, and also reconnecting with the source. So that will be Becky Vlogs Daily Tarot. And yay. Okay. So Becky, and that's a gift too. The gift of introspection. Trying to make sure you guys can see those. Okay. So next I have Debbie R. Debbie R. I pulled the Dreamer for you today. So the Dreamer says to you, Debbie, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, and trust yourself. So, more on the Fool card for Debbie. Sorry. Darn that cold stuff. Okay, so the first step in making any dream come true is to believe. Happiness and self-confidence begin with an act of faith. You were given your dreams for a reason. You need to believe in yourself. What's holding you back? Release your fears and make a decision to follow your heart's desire. You drew this card because you're guided to fulfill your life's purpose. The fairies ask you to do so joyfully and playfully. Begin your personal transformation by telling supportive people of your intentions. When we verbally express our plans, we become more fully committed to moving forward. The voicing of our hopes helps us have the courage of our convictions and brings about real change. Our female dreamer stands at the base of the mountain, atop of which sits the Glastonbury Tor, a sacred tower dedicated to the mighty Archangel Michael. This is symbolic of beginning your journey with the long climb upward, being guided and protected by God and the Archangel Michael. Additional meanings of this card are time for a fresh start, being open to new ideas, beginning a new adventure, taking a risk, no limits, and embracing your true purpose. So that is Debbie R's Daily Tarot. So next I have Two-Star Dog. Two-Star Dog, I pulled the Three of Autumn. Yes. So all about that trust and getting in touch with your child, your inner child, Debbie. It is. So Three of Autumn for Two-Star Dog here. It's showing, and remember the Three of Autumn, we had that in our other cards too. It's actually the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Stars. Again, Tiger Lily, there's those 3 stars. So Three of Autumn shows you following your passion, Two-Star Dog, and it shows you following your passion when it comes to your career and be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. More on that Two-Star, the Three of Autumn. The Three of Autumn says to Two-Star Dog, you have much untapped talent and a range of amazing skills. By expressing those gifts outwardly, you'll grow personally and reap great financial rewards. Your creativity should be allowed to soar to new heights. Only work with people who share your excitement and who enjoy creative collaboration. Follow your passion when it comes to what you do professionally. If your heart is in your career, then it will shine like a beacon through your work. You can make a successful living through your creativity. You're drawn to what will bring you joy for a reason, and that in turn will lead to abundance. A master craftsman fairy has completed 2 of the 3 crystal calla lilies that were commissioned. He will be rewarded when his work is finished. Additional meanings of this card are being compensated for your talents, attaining mastery at what you do, working well with others, being a team player, and finding or becoming a mentor. Wonderful card, Two-Star. All about your craftsmanship. Raven Wolf Channel next. And Raven Wolf Channel, I pulled the Awakening card. So the Awakening card is telling you to change the way you're looking at the situation and embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. So, and this is that card that also is the Hangman in the other decks, and it also means suspension. So I love to have you look at it in a whole different light every time. And it always reminds me of this story about our coffee table when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we had this coffee table that would go round and round and round. Hi, Addie Santana. Welcome. Missed that one coming in. So this coffee table would rotate round and round. Not that it would spin around, but the things on it would go round and round and move constantly, kind of like what things are happening here. Everything's moving around all the time. So the idea for you, Raven, is to get a different look at it. What you can see from over there is totally different from what I can see over here. But if you could look above it, you would see a whole nother idea. And if you would look over this way, you would see another idea, and the same this way. Or even if you were underneath the table, you'd see something completely different that none of us can see. So that is what the Awakening card is really about. And it is a gift of perception and being able to look at this table and any other thing in life in many different ways. So it's telling you, Raven Wolf Channel, that it's time for a change in perspective. You are seeing your challenges in an entirely different way can help you find a new lease on life or an end of a stagnant situation. Ask God, the angels, and the fairies to give you signs that will help you perceive things in a whole other light. This card can also show up to remind you of just how wonderful, eclectic, and magical you are. When others value qualities within you that you may have labeled weird or unusual, you can come to see the incredible strength and potential that lies in being your unique self. This is a card of charity and kindness. Just as the fairies are willing to reach out and help you on your path, you are asked to do the same for those who may be in need. It's beautiful to extend aid and compassion to others. Remember, though, to keep a balance so that you don't fall into an unhealthy pattern of overgiving. Aw, thank you, my skies. Appreciate that. So generous. The fairy on the card is upside down, giving him a whole new way of reflecting upon his situation. The traditional yin-yang symbol rests on his feet as he searches for just the right balance in his life. Additional meanings of this card are a new point of view, seeing beyond what's obvious, hidden action behind an apparent standstill, and exploring your past lifetimes. Also giving so that others can gain. So that is Raven Wolf Channel. Yes, the yin yang, very balanced. Bartman is next. Bartman, I pulled a Four of Winter for you, dear. So the Four of Winter is showing some seclusion, and it says you need to set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation and the need for more sleep or a vacation. You're very welcome, Raven Wolf Channel. Bartman, are you listening? So for Bartman, more on this Four of Winter. The Four of Winter says for Bartman that there's great power in quieting your mind through meditation or taking a break. Solutions that previously eluded you because you overthought them can suddenly become crystal clear. If you're facing a challenge at this time, take this card as your sign that you need to stop thinking about it for now. Focus upon something else or take steps to diffuse a troubling situation or clear pent-up emotions. No, not yet, Alexis. This is for Bartman. Healthy sleep is critical for a happy life. It allows the mind to rest and rejuvenate so that your waking hours are more productive and filled with optimism. Show your body the love it deserves by providing it with the time that you need to recuperate, and seek out ways to counteract stress. A fairy finds comfort in solitude within a mighty pine tree. The pine cones symbolize the spiritual illumination that comes from meditation and going within. Additional meanings of this card are the power of meditation, resting due to an illness, taking time off, and setting aside your concerns for now. Hi, Ghost Finders 321. Welcome, my dears. Writing you down. Ghost Finders 321. Okay, gotcha. All right. So next we have Deb Sunshine. Deb Sunshine, I pulled for you the Princess of Autumn. So she's studious and responsible. She's cheerful and mischievous. Happy news about your career, Deb. Promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get you going. So more about your princess, Deb. Princess of Autumn. You can never know too much, or so says the Princess of Autumn. This optimistic and happy young lady simply loves to learn. She's charming and she's reliable, upbeat, and oh so very clever. She does have a bit of a mischievous streak running through her, so you might want to keep an eye out for that. Besides being an absolute joy to be around, she's also responsible and wise beyond her years. Did we mention that she loves to learn? This gal can be the perpetual student, taking longer than usual to get out into the real world. She may also think things through way too long before acting, but when she does move into action, everything will go perfectly. The Ace of Autumn has grown up, and the books that were closed to her before are now open. The knowledge she has gained has provided the abundance accumulating on her desk. Additional meanings of this card are time to go back to school, study and research, seminars or courses, good news about your finances, needing a push to get started, and working your way up the ladder. Hi, Jessie Greenhagen. How are you? So that will be Deb Sunshine's Daily Tarot. Jessie Greenhagen. Yes, you're very welcome. Okay, so next on the list is Miranda Moonchild. Miranda, she always gets gift cards. Miranda, I pulled the Magician for you today. She always gets the good ones. Miranda, if you're listening, here's your card, dear. You can do anything. You need to take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Hello, Christopher Greenhagen and Deplorable Doug. Welcome, my dears. Okay, so we have the Magician pulled for Miranda Moonchild, and more on that for Miranda says, there is nothing that you can't accomplish, Miranda. The fairies are magical and they can help you manifest whatever you need in order to be a success. The resources you require will just miraculously appear. Money, innovative ideas, creative abilities, or friends who are willing to help you out. Understanding what you already have versus what you're in need of allows the fairies to send you the perfect gifts. You have amazing skills and creative talents that you can rely on. However, it's also wise to seek out good advice from experienced people. Allow others to open doors for you or make introductions to those who can point you in the right direction. Our Magician has accomplished his climb to Glastonbury Tor, where he accessed additional wisdom and protection, and now he's walking along the easier part of the path toward the base of the mountain. Additional meanings of this card are taking charge of your life, the ability to do anything, success due to an excellent training, the talent to accomplish great things, and visualizing your hopes and dreams. So, that was Miranda Moonchild's reading. Next reading is for Malvin Jackson. Malvin Jackson, I have the Ego card for you today. So Malvin, the Ego card says the illusion of being trapped. You are placing too much importance on material items or getting caught up in fear and worry. So Malvin, more on that Ego card shows happiness can be elusive if you're not clear on your own priorities, your motivations, and your behaviors. Taking time for self-reflection allows you the opportunity to experience great personal epiphanies and practice self-forgiveness. See the truth of who you are. Release those aspects that are no longer serving you. Let go of guilt, fear, and blame. Have compassion for yourself. I want you to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I love you for being divinely perfect in this moment. Detox from harmful foods, substances, or people. Use the frequency therapy playlist. Confront your fears and release yourself from any limitations or self-imposed traps. Give yourself permission to be free. Our fairy friend stands before a traditional Celtic Beltane fire, a springtime sacred ceremony to release the old, that is, guilt, fear, blame, and other products of the ego, and welcome the new. Additional meanings of this card are determining what is the cause and what is the symptom, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry, and dependency or addiction. So that will be Malvin Jackson's Daily Tarot. So next I have Alexis German. Alexis German, you're very welcome, Malvin. I really like that bit about how it wants you to tell yourself that you are divinely perfect in this moment. I really love that. I'm going to look at that again. I love you for being divinely perfect in this moment. That's wonderful. Really wonderful. Okay, so Alexis German. Alexis. She's always here, and then as soon as I call her for the card, I can't find her. Alexis. Hello. Alexis, I pulled for you the Four of Summer. I'm waiting for her to say something in the chat. Oh, not the same ones? Well, I'd love to see them, Jesse. You should unbox them. Did you unbox them? Where is this Alexis? Miss Alexis German. Alright, I'm going to take mental note of what time we're reading this, and it's 1:16. Four of Summer for Alexis German says, being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, and discontentment with life. I'm sorry, Alexis, I shouldn't laugh, but I know you're distracted right now, so it seems kind of funny to me. The Four of Summer. So the Four of Summer has more to say to Alexis, and that is, daily life can be full of hectic activities. You could grow distracted and not notice these opportunities that are being offered to you. You may become so focused on what you don't have that you completely discount the gifts that you have been given. It's very important for you to spend time in nature, to take some time to quiet your mind and heart. When doing so, you can ask God and the angels and the fairies for messages about what opportunities are around you that you may not be seeing. Heaven is always offering you magical presents, but you have to be open to experiencing these gifts. A fairy stands in prayer-like pose, clearly worrying over what she feels she has lost. Meanwhile, wonderful new opportunities are begging for her to take notice of them. Additional meanings of this card are taking someone or something for granted, the power of meditation, a lack of motivation, not seeing the forest for the trees, and daydreaming. So that was Alexis German's Daily Tarot. Next I have the Anna Nicole channel. Good, you heard it. I'm glad you were here. I was wondering where you were because I was calling you and you didn't answer me, so I thought you were really distracted. The Ace of Spring for the Anna Nicole channel. This is an awesome card, Anna Nicole channel. It's time for you to take action and be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. There are amazing career opportunities. And of course, all those aces are always new beginnings. So this one, on a spiritual level, she shows the Anna Nicole channel. Quit. The time to act is now. The Fairy of Spring presents you with the wonderful new opportunity that will allow you to achieve what you desire. Your fledgling hopes are now about to take flight. Stop, he's face holding for me. Let him alone. And all that's needed from you is the courage to see things through. Be daring, be fearless, and then happily pursue your most treasured dreams. If you don't have every little detail worked out, don't let that hold you back. All the steps will reveal themselves as you move forward. The youthful fairy in this card is tending to the young holly hawthorn tree, which sprang from the staff of Joseph of Arimathea. The sapling is sparkling with divine love to indicate that your new plans will be fruitful and abundant. Additional meanings of this card are new beginnings, career changes, birth announcements, and promotions. Oh, Alexis, I know you're here. I read your card right before this one. It was a distracted card, Alexis. It's Four of Summer. And I read it at exactly 1 hour and 16 minutes. So you can write it down and you can go back and look for it. My Skies 5D is next. My Skies 5D, I pulled for you the Nine of Spring. It's telling you to protect the fruits of your labors and prepare for possible challenges that are lying ahead. It also is telling you about environmental conservation. Front fender. Sorry. Yes. Okay. I know you meant front and center. I knew that. So anyways, the Nine of Summer tells you, my sky. It says, As you work hard, your work pays off, and you have more and more to show for your efforts. It becomes very important for you to look after the fruits of your labors. The energy out in the world can be very intense. Every morning as you start your day, ask God, the angels, and the fairies to protect you from negative people and energies. You're up to the tasks that are set before you. This is also a card that reflects environmentalists and those who love all the plants and animals of Mother Earth. Stand up for important causes such as protecting wildlife, the oceans, and our food sources. A beautiful fairy stands in defense of the newly bloomed daffodils in her garden. She is joined by her ladybug friends to show unity with nature in her cause. Additional meanings of this card for My Sky are attending to the protection of what you've created, preparing for challenges that lie ahead, having a strong immune system, and keeping your resolve. So that will be My Sky's 5D's Daily Tarot. Next, I have Rebecca Galactianoff. Oh, I'm sorry, Alexis. You'll just have to come back, but write it down. It's at exactly 1 hour and 16 minutes, and that's when you will find it. So the Queen of Spring is for Rebecca Galactianoff, and she is brilliant. She's loyal. She's talented and friendly. She wants you to believe in yourself. Wonderful people are wanting to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. So this queen, you know, this is kind of blocking things a little bit. Let's try a different crystal. There you go. All right, Dead Sunshine. Your Queen of Spring is on a spiritual level. She says to you, Deb, the Queen of Spring is truly amazing. She can write up a marketing plan at work, throw a birthday party with 30 kids in attendance, volunteer for a local animal shelter, and somehow make it home in time to dress up for a formal event that's so important to her spouse. She's a devoted parent. She's graceful, intelligent, and lovely, and yet her most endearing attribute is that she is a true friend. She will be there for you no matter what, and that's why everyone loves her. On the other hand, she can be a fierce competitor, an independent and strong leader. She likes to have things her way. Chances are very good that you'll agree with her ideas, but if you don't, you may have a challenging time getting her to come around to your point of view. The Queen sits on her throne, carefully contemplating her next step. Her red dress indicates that she is very passionate about her plans, and she will not wait long before she takes action. Additional meanings of this card for you are trusting in your own abilities, showing grace under fire, maintaining a balance between work and home, being a good parent, and the determination to succeed. So that is Rebecca Galactianoff's Daily Tarot. So next, I have Nyx, Unforgiving Nyx. Unforgiving Nyx, I pulled a 5 of Autumn, which shows you reaching out to others for assistance. This is poor timing for a career change, and you are feeling challenged by money issues. So, you guys, we need to go buy some necklaces from Nyx and help her out with that. I really feel like that's going to help her. She's such a great artist, and we just need to give her a hand with that. She definitely deserves it. So, the 5 of Autumn, more on that for you, Nyx. Yeah. Is it true, though? Are you dealing with that right now? It says, when times feel challenging to you, there's always a way to receive help. You ask for divine guidance. God, the angels, and the fairies are continuously nearby. They are awaiting your requests for assistance. Help can just suddenly appear and provide you with what you need. Look for signs regarding how to proceed next. Magical messages appear at every turn, in every moment of every day, if only you ask for them to be made clear. By focusing on the negative or the things in your life that make you unhappy, you set yourself on the path for more difficulties to arise. These are called self-fulfilling prophecies. Keep your thoughts positive and focus on that which you do want. A little fairy boy here has the wisdom to ask for help when he needs it. Additional meanings of this card are feeling challenged by money issues, poor timing for a career change, believing that you're alone when you're not, and also health concerns. So Nyx, Well, shoot, I'll do everything I can to help you out, Nyx. I'll definitely share more of your jewelry and make sure people know about it. So Nyx created this wonderful selenite jewelry, and you guys all love my selenite wand. And you know that it is a great protector of crystals. So, and it actually helps with keeping them clear. And it's wonderful, wonderful. So to have one around your neck is really, really awesome. And maybe, Nyx, I could maybe give you an idea, too. What about adding a little bit of fairy flair to your jewelry? I think maybe that would help you sell more quickly, too. But, yeah, I think that would be awesome. People love fairies. They really do. So let's all, any of us that have a little bit of extra money to spend on a really awesome necklace, let's all order a necklace from Nyx today. You do have a few Nyx pieces. That's wonderful, Addie Santana. Yes, lots of love and positive energy. You can definitely feel it. I put oil on mine sometimes too, a little bit of olive oil, because I wear olive oil on my neck too. Helps with your throat. So yeah. Oh, Nyx, Unforgiving Nyx, Morning Dew. There she is. She is the wonderful artist of this necklace that I'm wearing. And there is some of her other jewelry. And here is how you can get a hold of Nyx. She does have an Etsy shop. Trying to keep it from moving. You can go to her Etsy shop, Deplorable Duck. It's etsy.com/shop/unforgivingnyx. I would love for you all to support Nyx today. She needs your help. So, did everybody get that? And Nyx, you are more than welcome to post your link. Let me fix this real quick for you. Alright, Nyx. Nyx, if you want to, go ahead and type your link into the chat so that people can find your Etsy shop. That would be great. I've got it fixed so that you can do that now. Just go ahead and type it into the chat. I would do it myself, but can't chat from here. Oh, you guys, just go over to her Etsy shop and also follow her on Instagram. She's unforgiving_Nyx, NYX on Instagram. You can see a lot of her jewelry there. She's fantastic. Y'all need a piece. Definitely need a piece of that jewelry from Nyx's shop. Sorry, sometimes I can't talk. I apologize. So Tiger Lily is next. Tiger Lily, I pulled the Unity card for you. So the Unity card for you will say, do the right thing for the right reason. And you need to compare traditional versus new approaches to see which is working for you. Also a spiritually minded community. Did you have this one the other day, Tiger Lily? The Unity card? Can't remember if I pulled that for you the other day or not. It has a familiar feel in your life. There you go, you guys. Thank you, Nyx. Wonderful. Okay, so Tiger Lily, more on this Unity card, which is also the Hierophant. Yep, Nyx just put a link up for us, so if anybody wants to get some jewelry for Nyx, open that link and save that to your favorites so that you can go back and check them out. And you can custom order stuff from her too. So the Unity card here. Learning the traditional ways of doing things can sometimes be very effective. Other times, though, we need to take a break out of the box and consider new and creative modes of accomplishing our goals. Discussing various methods, old and new, and those you can trust can help you know which philosophy to follow at any given time. If your goals are meeting with resistance, it may be due to the method that you are using to attain them, rather than a flaw in your actual plans. Be open to trusted people's perceptions regarding the right strategy to take. Having a support group of friends and a spiritual teacher who walks his or her talk will uplift you and allow you to stand tall in your work. It's important to always stay on a path of integrity in every aspect of life. The law of attraction rewards those who follow their dreams. while remaining honest and true in dealing with others. Align yourself with organizations or people who have high spiritual ideals. In this card, our two fairy students have found a mentor to teach them both old and new ways of thinking. Additional meanings of this card are doing the right thing for the right reason, remaining true to your principles, being a spiritual teacher to others and or consulting one for guidance, respecting your elders or the past, and the power of prayer. Alexis, if you can see things before they happen, that's your gift right there. And your card was telling you about that too. It was really talking to you about not taking things for granted. So you know, if you have a gift to see things before they happen, that is a gift that you should not take for granted. You're welcome, Tiger Lily. So next is Old Crow. Old Crow, I pulled the Ten of Spring. And again, we are on this spiritual struggle here, Old Crow. You're asking for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yes. So, and this is a spiritual struggle here, Old Crow. So, it was spring. Ten of Spring. Saying, all work and no play, Old Crow, can make life no fun. It may be a challenge to balance your career with your personal life, but it's critical to your physical and your emotional health. You're working too hard. Do what you can to reduce the stress in your life. Find moments during the day to take little breaks. Don't be afraid to ask God, the angels and the fairies, or other people for assistance. Didn't we have this one last time, Old Crow? It's saying you need to reassign tasks to competent co-workers or family members. Remove anything from your schedule that isn't necessary and reclaim that time as your own for self-nurturing. On this card, our fairy friends carry a heavy burden, while her ragged clothing shows that she is not being fairly rewarded for her efforts. The time has come for her to turn to other fairies for assistance. Additional meanings of this card are being weighed down by too many responsibilities, giving too much and receiving little in return, calling upon the fairies for help, health problems caused by too much pressure. So, Old Crow, you have got to dole out some responsibilities to some friends and family. You see things before they happen, but sometimes it feels like you live the life you already, and it's just replaying back in different situations, but it seems things happen. I see things different. Yeah, Alexis, it could be past life dreams too. Yes. Very, very well could be. So, and if you're in touch with that, if you've opened certain doorways, you can be in touch with those things. But you got to be careful to just treat them like visions. You're learning something from it. So the next card here is for Josie. Josie, I pulled the World card. Josie, the World card says to you, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So it's all about culmination. And it is a gift for you today, Josie. So this culmination here is saying, bravo, Josie. It's time for you to take a bow, as everyone is very proud of you and the progress that you've made. You need to recognize your own success as a way to reinforce just how powerful and creative you are. Like your fairy friends, you have the magic touch right now. Be fearless in choosing your next big accomplishment. This is the time for you to move forward in your spiritual development. Continue your journey along the path of enlightenment, and it is also the path of joy. Our fairy from the Dreamer card has made it successfully to the end of her journey. She wears the sign of infinity on her crown and on her shoes, indicating that she can now begin a whole new adventure if she desires. Additional meanings of this card are a journey that is now at an end, great achievements, new beginnings, the freedom to go in any direction, and a sense of completion. So that is for Josie. Alexis German says different ways, at least 3 different ways, and I want to try and prevent some of the situations, but I can't. Feels like I've lived every one of them. Very interesting. Okay, so Alexis, why don't you do this for me? How about you start keeping a notebook and writing your dreams down? There you go. Maybe this would be a good topic for your YouTube channel too, because you were talking about you didn't know what you were going to do for videos yet. Maybe you could do some dream videos. That would be awesome. So, next I have Redneck Beauty. Redneck Beauty, I have the 8 of Autumn for you. It says you need to do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships, excellent craftsmanship, and long-term projects. So, more on that, Redneck Beauty. 8 of Autumn. So the 8 of Autumn says to Redneck Beauty, learn everything that you can. It may be a time for you to return to school or get more training in the skills that you are seeking. This could involve taking seminars, furthering your professional development, or even going back to college. Perhaps you'll gain skills as an apprentice or provide instruction as a mentor. If you'd like to change careers, now is the time. The energy that you put into your job is recognized and appreciated by everyone, including the fairies. The law of attraction returns your energy to you in the form of prosperity, abundance, and advancement. A little girl fairy learns a trade from her grandmother, who is also a mentor. She is careful to write down everything her teacher has to say. Additional meanings of this card are education, excellent craftsmanship, being paid well for high-quality work, long-term projects, and work that represents who you are, and also doing research. So, I'm looking back to see. Oh, Cancer is terrible, but it's beatable. We can beat it. Anna Nicole channel. Help your mother. Listen to the frequency therapy. It's detoxification. And there's more in pillow music. You can look through pillow music. There's all kinds of frequencies that are healing frequencies. Get her listening to some of this music we're listening to now. So look in frequency therapy, pillow music, and also Rest in Peace Zach Chaos playlists. Those are all musical audio frequencies that will heal you. So, moving on. Jan Sarlo's next. Jan Sarlo, yay! I pulled the star for you, dear. It says, you need to look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. That's so sad, Anna Nicole channel. We sure will. Let's take a moment to just pray for Anna Nicole channel's mother. Send her some love and light, positive healing thoughts. Alright, sent, Anna. Alright, this star card for Jan Sarlo. More on that, Jan. You're very welcome, Anna Nicole channel. Sorry. The star card for Jan Sarlo says, now is the time for you to believe. The challenges are fading away as the joy that comes from true faith lights your way like a clear starry sky. Like life has wonderful magical things in store for you, Jan. There's no room now for self-doubt. Look to the future with hope and optimism. God, the angels, and the fairies can help you manifest whatever you need in order to move toward a happy life or career. Trust yourself and your abilities. Allow your faith to grow like the constellations. It will guide you to rich and fulfilling spiritual insights. Our fairy is opening the chalice well and releasing the ancient healing and manifestation energy for you. Additional meanings of this card are faith to move mountains, believing in your future, good fortune, light at the end of the tunnel, suddenly knowing what to do next, and spiritual joy. Well, hello, Elle by Lauren. How are you? Let me get you on the list, darling. All right, Jan. That was Jan's Daily Tarot, the Star card. I love the Star card, Jan. Such a good card. The gift of enlightenment and illumination. Good to hear, Lauren. Fantastic. Okay, so next I have Angels Here to Observe the End. Angels Here to Observe the End. I pulled the Two of Autumn. All the twos are balanced cards, and this one says, you bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an exceptional talent for multitasking. Yeah, it was a good one, Jan. So, Angels Here to Observe the End. The Two of Autumn. More on that for you. So the Two of Autumn says to Angels, you are quite capable of handling many things at once. Your ability to multitask and still do outstanding work offers you ample opportunities for the future. Yet it can also be exhausting if you're not enjoying what you're doing. Make everything you do joyful, Angels. You can balance work and play if you seek out the fun in every moment. Even if the pleasures are small in relative terms, they can lead to greater and greater happiness. The law of attraction sees you being playful and delivers to you more and more fun. Find the humor in your situation and your concerns will fade away. A beautiful fairy attempts to keep many magic balls in the air at once. She's doing a fair job, but where is the fun? Additional meanings of this card are juggling multiple priorities or jobs, accomplishing more than you've dreamed of, and handling all the details. Also making changes in your career. So that is Angels Here to Observe the End. Next card is for Milky Way Weekly. I pulled the Five of Summer. So, the Five of Summer says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and focus on that which frightens or worries you. So this card is for Milky Way Weekly. Hello, the Flying Turtle 1968. Got you written down. Okay, so we're working on Milky Way Weekly right now, and I pulled the Five of Summer for Milky Way today. So the Five of Summer says to Milky Way Weekly, there is much serene beauty in life. However, that kind of tranquility may be overlooked when you're fixated on things that make you unhappy. Release negative situations and return to your own inner peace. Make sure your thoughts are thoroughly focused on optimistic outcomes. Envision the present and the future that you want to manifest and forget about the past. If you need to mourn a loss, don't hesitate to reach out to those around you who love you. They can help you recover in a healthy way. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Melodramatic people and situations foster feelings like regret, anxiety, which don't help you live the life that you desire. Don't worry, brighter days are just around the corner. This fairy appears clearly worried by what is just out of view on the card. She's ready to take flight, when perhaps a time of contemplation would serve her better. Additional meanings of this card are forgiving past mistakes, getting something positive out of challenging situations, and seeing all the possibilities. And that is Milky Way Weekly's Daily Tarot. Oh, it is the pillow music that we're listening to right now, Deb Sunshine. That is called Pillow Music, and that's a curated playlist. So it is a lot of different people in that list that we've curated, a curated list of artists. They're all good artists. We've handpicked all those videos. So that one's a really good one. Then we made our own too, which is called Frequency Therapy. And that is mostly, it is all detox videos right now. We will be adding more soon, but those are detoxification videos for many things. They work on heavy metals, chemtrails, and candida, which is also cancer. So, sounds like a little bit of a Mandela effect too, Alexis. Okay, So moving next to Wide World of Trains. Good. I'm glad you're checking those out, Deb. Frequency therapy is the one we just put up. And make sure you read the playlist description because it also has a detoxification bath to take after you're done with the sessions. Some of us listened to it last night, and some people in the chat have already said that they had some really interesting vibration feelings from that too. So it may feel a little uncomfortable at first, but it should pan out. And then again, like I said, make sure you do that detox bath afterwards too to help finish getting the chemicals out. So this is for Wide World of Trains. Of course, Wide World of Trains says, 7 of Summer, no more procrastinating. Your powers are coming from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So that is for Wide World of Trains, and that was the 7. Yes, 7 of Summer. So that 7 of Summer says to Wide World of Trains, there are pros and cons to virtually every decision. The situation you're currently in is demanding a choice from you, and procrastination is simply no longer an option. What you decide involves actions that may benefit you physically, emotionally, financially, intellectually, or spiritually. Recognizing that you always have a choice is a great realization about your personal power. However, it also means that you are responsible for the outcome of your choices. The moment to choose has arrived. You could make a list of every possible alternative and evaluate it, or you could ask God and your angels for guidance. But the time to choose is now. Daydreaming can be a lovely way to get insight into challenging situations, or it can be a way to avoid taking action. Make sure that your imaginings serve as a productive and positive purpose, and make a plan to put your dreams into action one step at a time. A fairy allows sunlight to shine through a prism onto a bed of white roses. The roses indicate that his intentions are pure, but the prism shows that there are many possibilities. Additional meanings of this card are wishful thinking, needing to regain focus, overanalyzing, too many choices, and receiving guidance to detox. Which is odd because we just talked about that like 2 seconds before I read it. So, new channel is next. New channel, I pulled the 9 of Winter. So, new channel, it says that there is some unfounded fear, that you are focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. New channel, I think we pulled this card for you before too. The 9 of Winter. I believe it's the 9 of Swords in the opposite. In my other deck would show Nightmares. So, and remember folks, Winter cards are Swords cards, and they are in our head. So this for the new channel, 9 of Winter. This card comes to you when worry has reached an unnecessary level. You may indeed have concerns and plans that you need to process, but your fear isn't in proportion to the circumstances. Take a few moments to go for a nature walk. Talk with God, the angels, and the fairies, and quiet your mind. Things will feel better soon. Breathe. With success sometimes comes stress. If you let it build up, it can take a physical and emotional toll. You need to nurture yourself. Explore ways to reduce your anxiety, such as massage, acupuncture, Reiki, or treating yourself to a spa day. A fairy has awakened from a bad dream. The doves represent the peace that could be hers, but her focus is upon her own fears. Additional meanings of this card are unfounded fears, difficulty sleeping, taking on the problems of the world, focusing on worst-case scenarios, and needless guilt. So that is New Channel's Daily Tarot. Is Duck leaving? Alright, Duck, you have a great day. I'll read yours here in a little bit, so come back and look towards the end and you should find it. So that was a new channel. And next I have A New America, All New Again. This is for Rob. Rob, I pulled the Prince of Winter. Intellectual, determined, focused, and impulsive, seeking out an intellectual solution to your problem, and the need for you to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. So Rob, more on that Prince of Winter. The Prince of Winter says to A New America, All New Again, he moves like a flash of light, and when the Prince of Winter shows up, you know that you're in for some very quick action. His mind moves as fast as his sled, and he can instantly access assess a situation, allowing him to get right to work. When he's on a mission, you may as well stand back and let him take charge, because he will, whether you want him to or not. He is idealistic, decisive, focused, and determined. He can also be a little impulsive and undiplomatic, so if this prince enters your arena, see if you can't get him to pause for just a moment of reflection to make sure his plan really is sound. The fairy moves swiftly through the snowy forest. He loves the thrill of the ride, but is he really watching where he's going? Additional meanings of this card are believing strongly in your mission, fighting for justice, sudden or unexpected changes, and intellectual solutions to your problem. So that is Rob's Daily Tarot. Next, I have Sheena Bina 84. Sheena Bina 84, I know you're new, so I hope you consider subscribing. I want you to be welcome to our channel. Also, Weaves Gaming. Yes. So, yeah, make sure that you explore our channel and our original content and playlists. And here is your card, Sheena Bina. It is the Three of Spring. It says you need to plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So more on that, Sheena Bina. And it says, for you, it's on a spiritual level too, the Three of Spring. So that Three of Spring says, you've accomplished much, and now that hard work is paying off. While you wait for your rewards to be delivered, this is a good time for you to take a moment and ponder your next step. You'll need to adopt a long-term perspective. The knowledge you've gained since the beginning of your latest endeavor can be used to create even greater success in the future. It is important to have patience right now while your dreams continue to blossom. They will flourish, but it will take a little more time. This fairy holds branches of the holly hawthorn of Glastonbury, which is overflowing with blooms from the divine tree planted by Joseph of Arimathea in the Ace of Spring. She awaits the butterfly boat that will soon come to shore from Avalon, bringing with it treasures manifested from her hard work. Additional meanings of this card for you, Sheena, are giving or receiving assurances of success, satisfaction with a job well done, seeking out an exciting new adventure, and also business travel. So that is Sheena Bina 84's Daily Tarot. Next, I have Weaves Gaming. For Weaves Gaming, I pulled a Two of Winter. You're very welcome, darling. So this Two of Winter is showing Weaves Gaming is having indecision is holding you back, and making the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So it is an indecision card. It is a winter card. It is in your head. So for you, Weaves Gaming, it says, now's the time for you to take action. Indecision has previously held you back, but this is the moment for you to trust yourself and move forward. Decision making can sometimes be challenging, but your intuition is going to guide you to the perfect choice. You may be torn between doing what you know is right for you and doing what someone else wants you to do. Chances are this matter requires that you see to your own needs. If you lack the clarity, you can ask God, the angels, and the fairies to give you a sign, or just listen to your spiritual guidance. Make your choice with confidence. It may be necessary to compromise with others in order to move forward. Don't allow past concerns to keep you from attaining those goals. A little fairy boy is faced with a difficult decision. Both make music, but which would truly bring forth the song inside his heart? Additional meanings of this card are feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional, overanalyzing the situation, ignoring a problem in the hopes that it will go away. Smokebox, come in. Hi, Smokebox, how are you? Let me get you on the list, dear. Doing wonderful. Smokebox. Okay. Alright, so that out of the way, these were all the cards we already read. I'm going to set these aside for the moment. Just put them over here. Okay. Aw, Weaves Gaming, thank you. Did that resonate with you, darling? So glad to have you here. Well, hello, Father Frequency. Ah, I love it. That is an excellent transmission. Father Frequency says, this is a transmission from Father Frequency. Got bonus. Good. See you tonight. Drink beer. That is all. I love you, darling. See you soon. He's so awesome. I love that man. That man of mine. So wonderful. Makes me smile. Yes, that was Weaves Gaming, and thank you so much for your generosity, Weaves Gaming. That's just awesome. I hope to see you here again soon. Okay, we're moving on, and now I'm reshuffling because these new people that are in here. Strength and comfort. My Skies 5D says, I want to lift everyone up today with strength and comfort, courage and love. Through these trying, changing times, remember we are enough and we have each other. Keep looking up and stay lifted, everyone. Yes, thank you, My Skies 5D. Yes, stay lifted. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm reshuffling because we have a whole new list of people that I didn't pull a card for yet. So I will pull a card for you now. And we'll start with Morning Dew. So, get these cards mixed good. Yes. Alright, so Morning Dew first. Got it? Let me get my book here so I can keep track. Addie Santana. Ghost Finders, 321. Jesse Greenhagen. Christopher Greenhagen. Deplorable Duck. Darn it, Duck left too. L by Lauren. The Flying Turtle. And Smokebox. Okay, so if you didn't hear your name just now, I didn't pull a card for you. If I already read for you already, then of course that would put you off the list. But anybody that was new that hasn't heard me say their name or pull a card, please let me know now so I can get you on the list. Double checking. Okay, so we'll get started. We're starting with Morning Dew. Let me get a drink of tea and clear my throat. Alright, so Morning Dew. For Morning Dew, and for those of, actually, let's do this first. For those of you that are just coming in, the Justice card is our card of the day. Oh, bye, new channel. Did you get to hear your reading? You have a great day, too. So the Justice card was our card of the day, and it tells us all that we are taking time to review the details carefully, that we will win in the end, and we will make fair and objective decisions. Yes, Justice. It's a very balanced card. Okay, so for Morning Dew, here I have the Queen of Autumn. I don't know if Morning Dew is still in here, but just in case, I'm still reading tarot cards because he was here earlier. Or she was here earlier. Morning Dew. So, Queen of Autumn, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, new channel. Appreciate that very much. You have a great day, too. But you don't have to leave. Alright, bye, Deb. Wishing you an amazing day, Deb. So the Queen of Autumn for Morning Dew says, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. You're very welcome, Deb. So more on that Queen of Autumn for Morning Dew. The Queen of Autumn says to Morning Dew, consider this queen to be like a fairy godmother. She cares about everyone and cannot wait to swoop in and save the day. She is generous and giving and loves to make dreams come true. She adores luxurious and beautiful things. She could probably spin straw into gold if you asked her. She'd certainly love to give it a try. Her family means the world to her, and she has the ability to run a small company and a large household without so much as breaking a sweat. She also has a very keen eye for decorating. Her motto is form and function, dearie. Form and function. Her tastes are also expensive, very expensive, She's discerning and picky. Fortunately, she's good with money because she spends it like crazy, and she tends to marry well. A queen of autumn sits on her throne. She may appear inactive, but magic swirls around her. The rabbit by your side symbolizes the prosperity and creativity at her command. Additional meanings of this card are the ability to make anything more beautiful, being extremely sensible, a love of gardening, and a wonderful parent. Mountain Dew. Okay, so I got lost on your Mountain Dew. I didn't know what you were talking about. 2-star, you're always speaking in riddles. Riddle friend. So next I have Addie Santana. If I'm saying that right, is it right? Addie Santana. Sorry. Addie Santana. I pulled the wheel card for Addie Santana. So the wheel says delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. So, and that is a gift of cycles for you, Addie. So it will tell you more about that. Delays are over for you, and it's time for you to get moving again. The fairies are setting the stage for a magical time coming up for you that will allow you to make some hoped-for changes. This card heralds happy synchronicities. Fortune is smiling on you and all around good luck. Remember that fairies may have gotten things started, but you have to keep the momentum going. Your sudden movement forward may bring with it a need to do a little more research. If you are compelled to seek out answers to unanswered questions, do so with speed and optimism. Surround yourself with positive people who can cheer you on and who applaud your success. A fairy sits at a spinning wheel, creating beautiful strands of gold. However, in this case, the magic of the wheel creates waves and waves of golden hair for the fairy, a very personal symbol of prosperity that is to come. Additional meanings of this card are new doors opening, a lucky break, the forces of positive change, making progress, staying optimistic about your plans, what goes around comes around, and a new car or travel. So that will be Addie Santana's Daily Tarot. Alright, next I have Ghost Finders. Ghost Finders 321. I pulled the Princess of Winter for you. The Princess of Winter for you is inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. Information that can help you but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. So this is for Ghost Finders 321, and it is a Swords card, the Princess of Winter. Okay, so the Princess of Winter says to Ghost Finders 321, the Princess of Winter is a student of the intellect. She's endlessly curious about everything. She can differentiate the truth from a lie in a second, and she knows facts and figures that will astound you. If there's an exciting new idea being tossed around, you can bet your last dollar that this princess was in on the concept from the beginning. She is illogical, she's realistic, but that you can make her a bit difficult, but that can make her a bit difficult to get close to. She keeps her emotions fairly well guarded. She can also have a harsh tongue, speaking without thinking. Truly, she didn't mean to hurt your feelings. She was just being bluntly honest. So try to focus on the message, not the messenger. But if she continually displays hurtful behavior, you don't have to hang out with her. The little fairy from the Ace of Winter is now an adult, and as is her companion. She has grown fully into her inner strength and is now a powerful young woman. But be careful, her words can be as fierce as her companion's growl. Additional meanings of this card for you, Ghost Finder 321, are unpredictable persons or situations, the need to communicate clearly, an indigo child or adult, assertiveness, and objective feedback. Awesome. Girl Scout cookies are awesome. Love Girl Scout cookies. Nice, deplorable deck. soon as I'm done here, guess what I'm going to do? Jesse Greenhagen and Christopher Greenhagen. Yeah, you're right. How did you know? Shh. So, Jesse, I pulled the Prince of Autumn, and Christopher, I pulled the Queen of Summer. So the Prince of Autumn is dependable, Jesse, protective, chivalrous, and humorous, cautious but wise in action, meticulous attention to details, and kindness to others. So we have that one for Jesse. And then the Queen of Summer I pulled for Christopher. So for Christopher, it says, loving, comforting, emotional, intuitive. You need to listen to your heart, Christopher. Intuitive insights that you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. Where are my Greenhagens? Did they step out? All right, Greenhagens. First of all, for Jesse, that princess, or was it the prince? Yep, it's the Prince of Autumn. There you are. Okay, so the Prince of Autumn says to you, Jesse, it says, sometimes you don't need to rush to action. Some people like to have a plan first, says the Prince of Autumn. Yes, that was a bit of jab at the Prince of Winter. And oh man, does this prince have a plan. He has everything figured out from A to Z, with multiple backup options should you need them. Courageous, gallant, trustworthy, and kind, the prince is your protector and is truly watching out for you in every way. He is much like a fairy guardian who has the added benefit of being able to put together a sound business plan for you. Still, he doesn't move very fast. It's going to take him time to get things done. You may have to wait a while. The Prince of Autumn floats slowly and gently upon a leaf. He's in no hurry to take action, but the light at the end of his staff reflects the intellectual brilliance at work inside his mind. Additional meanings of this card for Jesse is cautious but wise action, a very hard worker, a nature lover who is often a vegetarian or vegan, meticulous attention to detail, putting other people first, and a message from the fairies. So that was Jesse's. And then for Christopher, the Queen of Summer. And remember, Jesse, that one would be on the physical level. This one on the emotional level for Christopher. So that's Summer Queen. All right, Christopher. It was a queen. Yes, queen. So the Queen of Summer is beautiful and serene. You enter her presence and a sense of calm envelops you. She radiates love and peace. The Queen also knows what you're thinking. She's extremely intuitive. She understands your heart better than you do. For this reason, she makes an outstanding counselor who can help you get clarity on whatever situation is troubling you. This queen has a deep love for friends and family. She will be there for you. In fact, she's pretty much there for everyone. Tender-hearted and charitable, she can give too much. And for this reason, you may experience the Queen of Summer as an exhausted and cautious person. She has given a great deal and hasn't always been given to in equal measure. She has experienced loss, and in that loss, she may have become wiser and more discerning about whom she lets in. The queen stands in a field surrounded by other fairies. The sunflowers indicate she can create happiness, which is why so many are vying for her attention. Additional meanings of this card are a close and trusted friend, taking on an important cause, protecting those who need assistance, and being sure to give and receive, and also a spiritual teacher. So that is the Greenhagens cards of the day. Love doing your readings together, you guys. Alright, Deplorable Duck is next. You know, I'm wondering, Jesse, is being vegan or vegetarian something that you're thinking about? Oh, you like my rings? Nope, not yet. Almost there. Almost there, Smokebox. That's awesome. Very awesome to hear that. I would be too, except I have this really bad weakness for bacon and sausage. I'm terrible. Deplorable Duck is next. Deplorable Duck, are you ready? I pulled the King of Autumn for you. He's compassionate, he's accomplished, he's charismatic and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything's going your way, Deplorable Duck. A good person or company to work for. So that's awesome. And more on that, Deplorable Duck. The King of Autumn is an odd bird. He certainly has the Midas touch in entrepreneurial endeavors. However, unlike so many in the business world, his Midas touch affected his own heart, and it turned it to gold. And now he's out to save the earth. He can manage hundreds of people at once and still take out the recycling while calling his congressman to give him an earful. He is charming to a fault and will help anyone who asks. Hurt an animal and you'll find yourself on his bad side, and you don't want to be there. Trust us. The king also loves the finer things in life, and therefore he tends to work very hard. Too hard. Where's your spouse, you ask? Oh, he's at the office. He's on the road. He's at the protest march. Don't worry, he'll get back home eventually. The King of Autumn sits on a throne with fully mature grapes hanging all around him. The grapes are symbolic of the abundance that he has created, while the German shepherd at his side reflects his ability to safeguard his prosperity. So, Deplorable Duck, more meanings on this, says a generous and compassionate employer, a natural business sense, fighting for what's right, a thriving career, and nearing retirement. You get medieval. Did you play that game, Medieval? Love that game. Yes, I love summer squash zucchini. Oh yes, all those are delicious. Oh, that sounds so good. Jesse, make a recipe for that. Film it. L by Lauren. What'd you say, Deplorable Duck? No, I forgot what I asked you. Diablo. Diablo was my name. Okay, so L by Lauren, I pulled the Lover's card for you, darling, and it says, true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, and a return to good health. So, it sounds delicious. My daughter is vegetarian, too. She'd probably love that recipe, too. You should make a video about it. Would love to share that with her. So, L by Lauren, the Lover's card. And this is actually my soul symbol, too, Lauren. So, it's great, and it's all about making choices. So, it says, you are deserving of a magical and long-lasting love. The fairies champion romance and deeply felt friendships for everyone. This card indicates that you are about to enter into a significant relationship in your life. If you're already in one, this card signals that positive changes are possible, and at this time should be pursued. The kind of romance that comes with this card is powerful and often has a past life connection. So this card can also refer to the need to make an important decision, whether related to a relationship issues or not. It's sure to have a great emotional impact. This isn't an intellectual choice, but rather one made from the heart. And while you may not know what to do, you'll absolutely feel the right actions to take. Following the ley lines of the Holy Grail from Glastonbury, our lovers are betrothed in Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland, which is filled with carvings of symbols related to the Grail mysteries. The chapel's stained glass windows feature an image of the St. Francis of Assisi, indicating pure, spiritually based love in this relationship, along with an image of a military pilot symbolizing devotion, courage, and commitment in the marriage. Additional meanings of this card for Lauren are engagement of marriage, true love, opposites attracting, seeking emotional support from others, and excellent health. So that will be L by Lauren's Daily Tarot. So next I have the Flying Turtle. You're very welcome, Lauren. And you need to tell your dad I said hi too. Say hi to Orbs Realm for me. Alright. The Empress card is next. The Empress is saying to the Flying Turtle. So, to the Flying Turtle, time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So that Empress for you, the Flying Turtle, she says, the planning phase of your endeavor is now over. Congratulations, you've done excellent work sorting out what you are trying to accomplish and what you need in order to be a success. Now is the time for you to get busy. No more contemplating the perfect strategy. If there's a detail that seems to be missing from your plans, it will reveal itself as you move forward. So fix your eyes on the horizon and get going. Creative endeavors are especially favored right now, and this can include the desire to have children or taking up a new project that you consider to be your baby. Whenever possible, try to add an artistic flair to each step along the way. Infuse your tasks, great and small, with joy and the knowledge that nothing can hold you back. Our Empress stands in a chapel courtyard symbolic of the source of inspiration. The infant wearing a hat inside the snow pea shell demonstrates to the Empress the importance of creating something new. This may be the birth of a child or the beginning of an exciting new endeavor. Additional meanings of this card are hard work that pays off, inventiveness, successful endeavors, a love of luxurious things, getting a lot done, nurturing others or yourself, mother figures, pregnancy, and birth. And that is the Flying Turtle 1968's Daily Tarot. Alright, one more I have is Smokebox. Smokebox. Last but not least, Seven of Winter. You're very welcome, the Flying Turtle. That was a good one. So your gift is nurturing. Yes. Okay, Smokebox. So the Seven of Winter says there is a better choice. You may not be seeing things clearly, or you're running away from the truth. Now, because this is a winter card, I'm going to tell you, like I always tell everybody, all the winter cards are swords cards, which means they're mental. So it's in your head. We have the power to beat these negative ones. So this particular Seven of Winter, more on that for you, Smokebox. So it says to you, review your current plans to see if changes may be necessary. As time passes, the reasons for disappointments are becoming clear, providing you with even better opportunities than you had previously imagined. Ask God, the angels, and the fairies to show you who does or doesn't have integrity. Sadly, there are people who hide their real intentions, but by listening to your intuition, you'll be given signs or messages to show you the truth. Pay attention to the red flag warnings that broadcast another person's lack of honesty. Although you see the best in people, it's time to take the blinders off and acknowledge that some people's actions are very dishonest, and this will allow you to avoid painful situations and also dilemmas. The fairy on this card is clearly trying to move quickly away from the situation. There is ice everywhere, but in a decanter she carries with her is the only liquid water to be found, which invites the question, where did she get it from? Additional meanings of this card are wanting to be alone, things not going according to plan, avoiding unwise partnerships, and self-deception. So that is Smokebox Daily Tarot. And now, did I miss anyone? Did I get everyone for today? If I didn't read your tarot cards, let me know, and I will certainly get them done for you. If not, guess what I'm going to go do? So, yeah. It's time for me to take a break and meditate a little bit, too. And I got to call Father Frequency. I'm super excited to see him today. It's going to be awesome. Good, Smokebox. I'm glad you do. I'm really glad you come to hang out. That's so great. You guys are fabulous, and I just really appreciate you all. So if you're new, again, I want to tell you to make sure you leave a comment so that we can follow you back. Yeah. You guys know what I got. Oh, yeah, you sure can. That's a good one, Jessie. Very good. Yes. So again, if you came in late, please go back and watch the very beginning so that you can see my ramblings about the connection. And the connection just said it was very bad right now. Like, as soon as I said the word connection, it said bad connection. No, it was a good connection, and the beginning of this will tell you all about those good connections. So, salt, bleach salt is poisoned. Yes, the Himalayan salt is pretty good. Himalayan salt is wonderful. Another sea salt is another good one that you want. Sea salt's very good for you too. So, yeah, you just want to stay away from bleach stuff. You shouldn't eat bleach. Bleach sugar is another bad one too. Don't eat that either. I use honey instead of sugar. I'm all over the honey. And we should be on the honey, and that will remind us that we need to protect our bees. Another good thing to have is bee pollen. I'll show you a little recipe for that. You get rid of your allergies. Look back at the beginning, first half hour. So, again, I want to thank you all, wonderful people, for your connection and your reflection. And I want you all to have a beautiful day. Yes, it sure is local bee pollen. Yep, comes from Peculiar, Missouri. And I believe you can find it online too. It's packed by Bee Tree Foods. Yep, www.cooperhoney.com. Yep. Sure can. Alright, you guys. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, and by the way, thank you for those of you who generously donated too. And don't forget to go shop at Forgiving Nix's store so we can help her out too. Hope you all got that written down. She just makes the most lovely jewelry. So let me flash that at you one more time. Yep, there's some of Nix's jewelry. Oh, I think that's upside down. Yeah, it should go like that. And then here is Nix's information. So her Etsy store is etsy.com/shop/unforgivingnix. Nix is spelled N-Y-X. And also you can find her on Instagram at unforgiving_Nix, N-Y-X. Alright, you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.